Guys, it's Diamond Mind. Welcome back to my channel. If you have super duper oily skin, this is the video for you for sure. I'm recreating the look for It's Me Ray Ray makeup routine for oily skin. This routine is supposed to be sweat proof, oil proof, and extremely full coverage. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my skin. Now, even though I'm super duper oily, my dermatologist told me it's still good to moisturize your skin, and actually moisturizing your skin is going to reduce the amount of oil that your skin produces. I've been using the Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturizer, which looks like this. And it definitely helps with keeping me moisturized, but also matting out the skin. So I don't use a whole lot. I just use enough. I want to use a primer because I have smile lines, and often my foundation will just sit in the smile lines. Now, because I have a little bit of issues going on with my skin, I'm having like really bad hormonal acne breakouts again, and I'm not on the pill anymore. So right now my skin is just really doing its own thing. So anyways, I have to color correct. So I do have a little bit of darkness underneath my eyes, and here's the pigmentation. Okay. And this side is just way more better. See how using MAC Peach Luster to cancel out that dark spot, those dark spots and imperfections helps out a lot. So the next thing she did is she went in with powder. Now, I don't have the powder that she used, so I'm just going to use my Laura Mercier. I do have the Sasha Buttercup, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix the two. What I'm going to do is just pour, and this gets kind of messy. Just pour. My brush, I'm going to mix it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. You guys know this has been my favorite beauty blender lately. Take this and put it all in the areas where I normally get really oily. So I'm pretty much just baking before I apply my foundation. Now, I applied this powder in every area that I know for a fact becomes very, very oily. If you have dry skin, I would not suggest that you do this routine because this is specifically for oily skin. So after I've let the powder sit for about 5 minutes, I'm going to take my Sephora 91 brush and I'm just going to dust away the powder. Okay, so my two favorite foundations that have been in heavy, and I mean heavy rotation these last couple of months has been, of course, my Ride or Die Fenty Beauty foundation. Never, ever, ever lets me down. But I've also been using the Becca Ultimate 24-Hour Coverage. God, that's a mouthful. The Becca Ultimate 24-Hour Full Coverage Cream Foundation. Y'all, these two foundations are bomb. So both of these foundations give a very beautiful, full coverage, matte, all day wearing, guaranteed to have your skin flawless. And using the beauty blender is better because it just helps blend that powder in, so you don't have to worry about streakiness if you was to use a foundation brush, and it just melts into the skin better. See? Flawless. Now the thing is with Fenty Beauty is it does dry really, really fast, so you can already see a difference Like, my skin looks smooth. Okay, so I'm using the Kevyn Skin Enhancer Concealer. I actually love this concealer because it gives me full coverage. It's very creamy. However, it's very hard to blend out, so definitely don't apply a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, to set everything, I'm going to go back in with my powder that I used at the beginning. So then while I am letting that bake, back in with the Sasha Buttercup, and I'm not going to add any type of Mercier to this. And I like to do this to get some of the other oily areas, especially like my forehead, my brows, especially on top of my brows. And I take the powder and go over it too. It keeps my eyebrows from getting super oily. Because I have oily skin, I'm using all powder products. I am going to go in and add a little bit of bronzer, which will be the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the cutter. This is in the color Saddle. After I've let the powder sit for a couple minutes, I'm going to take my Sephora 91 Fluffy brush and I'm going to dust away all the powder. I'm going to use that same bronzer and I'm going to go in and apply bronzer on my eyelids, and I'm also going to take it down to my nose. And I like doing this because it just helps separate like your highlight on your brows, and then it transitions down to, you know, whatever color you have on your eyelid. It just looks a lot more better in my opinion. I don't think I'm going to do any type of blush or anything because I'm really feeling this look. I am going to add a highlighter, and I'm going to use my Anastasia A23 brush, and I am going to wet it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Slick. Yeah, the All Nighter. I'm going to spray some of the Urban Decay All Nighter Oil Control Spray on this brush. And it's just going to make the highlighter a little bit more intense, and it's going to look like it's melted into the skin, and that's what we want. So I'm going to be using my favorite, which is the Marc Jacobs Omega Glaze Highlighter. Yes. Go back in with the Urban Decay Oil Control Spray, and I'm going to get my life. This also takes away in case you have a little bit of cakiness going on. There's too much powder. The skin may feel a little too dry. The Urban Decay will definitely help out with that. So this is pretty much the look